In this video, I'm going to talk about mental health and my own personal struggles. Let's get to it. So there's a huge stigma out there that people actually can't physically see that you have a disability, that you don't have one, right? And this is so untrue for so many of us that do struggle with mental illness ourselves. So for me, like I went through a period of time where I was shaking, I was convulsing on the couch, I was to the hospital like for 2 months straight, just shaking and having tremors, and it was uncontrollable. I'd wake up shaking, I'd go to sleep shaking, so it took a long time for me to deal with that kind of stuff. But for me, it was that when I was at that point in my life, I didn't let my disability define who I was as my own individual, right? So there's a lot of aspects when it comes to mental health issues. So for me, depression has been a big factor in my life. I don't go through bouts of depression like I used to, like really bad before. I can't hit low points and have depression in my life and stuff like that. But for me today, like it's a lot. I find myself a lot of time now when I'm going through depression, and I try to tell myself I'm just sad, right? Right? But a lot of the times it is depression. I'm just in denial. I need to address whatever it is in my life so I can get out of this depression, because for me, when it comes to depression, that's when I'm isolating the most, right? I don't want to be around people. I just want to be left alone. I just want to do my own thing. And that's not a good place for me to be mentally. I know I need to be around people. I need to be communicating with people, or just getting out of the house and going for a walk, or just sitting in a coffee shop and just being around people. That's what gets me out of depression. That's my own personal experience when it comes to depression for myself. Anxiety, for me, anxiety can appear out of nowhere sometimes. For me, when it comes to anxiety, a lot of the times it's just being around a whole batch of new people, right? Or just being in a new environment, or going through a situation in my life where there's just a lot of change all happening at the same time. So sometimes I can have a really like still have really bad bouts of anxiety. I get those heart palpitations. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I feel lightheaded. I just want to escape from wherever I'm at, right? But I know today that all that anxiety and stuff like that will also pass, right? I just need to keep moving forward. Just be mindful of the fact, well, what kind of environment am I in, No, and for me, it's always knowing to always have an out. So if I'm at an event, and and I express, I'm gonna be around all these new people, or at this event, or being around something totally different, and say I'm with someone, or I'm driving, or just always have an out, just to get out, even if it's just to step outside for a minute, just to get some air, and then just go back in, right? Because I need to go through stuff. I'm not gonna get better as it comes to mental health if I just keep avoiding all the stuff that is causing me all this depression and anxiety, and all the other aspects of the mental health stuff that I deal with on a personal level myself. I think one of the biggest things I deal with a lot of the time is still can be fear. Just fear of not being good enough, not being worthy, not deserving of the good things, right? And just not adding up. But I know in my own personal experience also that none of that is true either, right? I don't. Only thing I need to be afraid of is death or taxes, right? So there's really nothing that I need to really be fearing in life. Everything is the way it's supposed to be right now. I can't be full of fear and gratitude at the same time. And I've been really, really full of a lot of gratitude this last little while, right? So for me, fear, it's still, yeah, it can still creep up and rear its ugly head and stuff like that. But I know that doing that self-identification and being mindful of where am I at in my life, right? And that helps me get past all those feelings of fear, anxiety, depression, and all that negative aspects, all those negative aspects of my character, you know, uh, are far outweighed by all the positive stuff that is happening in my life, right? So if you're new to the channel, welcome to Scott's Thoughts. I wanted to do this video for quite some time because of my fear and anxiety and all that stuff. It's taken me a while to be able to do this video. It's an important. I think talking about issues like this about mental illness and all this other aspects of mental illness are important for it was important for me to hear other people talk about it, right? So I'm just trying to pay it forward to other people who might just need some encouragement. I still need that encouragement myself. Just to keep getting out of my shell, doing things that I don't want to do, right? So I need to just keep moving forward, and when I keep moving forward and I keep pushing through one day at a time just for today, my life just keeps getting better. There's a lot of stuff that's even coming up in my life that's is new and different. It's change, and I have a little bit of all that anxiety and stuff like that going on right now, but I know that the things that are happening in my life are for the better, right? And I'm happy, and I'm able to see all the positive things in life today. So, yes, if you're new to the community and new to the channel, welcome to Scott's Thoughts, where you never have to feel alone. And I'll see you all again very soon. Have a wonderful day.